Okay, so welcome back. Um, Wait a minute, I need to open this in another. What the hell is this? Another window. So let me pop out the chat. Yeah. Hopefully I can listen to myself, and that way we know that everything is working as expected. I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, anyway. I think we are fine here with all of this. So, so the last day we were able to not install, but you know, we were able to take a look at what's the name? To take a look at Grub2 from Debian new Hurd installation, which really new one. Okay. And we're going to try to make an option to be able to boot into new Hurd, even if you don't have the Grub2 file. Okay, and we're going to do this with all of this. And there was this thing about if we needed module or not when this happened, and we will see if it works or not. So we have the hard disk that we want to use in order to boot this, and we will be able to see if this works or not for this. So first of all, we need like a template for this. So I'm not sure if we want to use the Mac OS one or something else. So here you have an OX entry add. We only have, I mean, we are only going to have one type of this, because I mean it's already too complex for adding more stuff. But maybe we can take a look later on to see if we can add more stuff. Yeah, that's right. Didn't think about that. Wait a moment, let's write this down here. What the hell is this? Hurd boot. Let's do not forget about hypothetical single options. Yeah, I mean, actually what we're going to do is we're going to run Hurd2 thing, which enables us to boot into where's this thing? So I can boot into Rescatex, which is in a partition which gives me internet connection, and I'm going to take a look at the Grub2 and I'm going to push it completely into paste.debian.net, which was one thing that you could do with some command line parameter. I think it's something like pb tool, paste tool, or something like that. Wait, have we managed to do this? Not okay. Sum to fit, no. Okay, let's reset this so that it has a nice number 2, but manually. Hopefully we can get the maybe we can get the right resolution now, because you heard to, yeah, it seems so. It seems that we're going to have the right resolution here. Wait, is there Hurd or something like that? Join Hurd. Oh my god. How do you tell? Full width or no? Wait, no, I don't want to do this. Okay, was this a bug? Anyway, I don't care. So now I can I'm going to be trolled or something if I say something here. Okay, so anyway, here I'm able to open a QTerminal thing. Yeah, let me change keyboard into whatever this is. Keyboard and mouse. Keyboard layout, Spanish, and we will Spanish win keys. Okay. Okay, so what you do here is you do something like Hurd. Okay, and what's the hard disk with 5 gigabytes? It's this SDC, and you can see here is SDC2 has the whatever SDC2 Hurd, and so here you can see the Grub2 thing. So I'm going to copy here like Hurd complete Grub2. Now I can mount this and paste in it. Don't remember very well how the hell was this worked. I think you say yeah. So default is paste. Okay, so no need to do this. So I can format all this text. Yeah, I mean I could say that this is bash, but you know, even if it's not bash. So let's get this out of the way. Hopefully we can this works. I mean, it's a bit okay. So now if we go into the interwebs, we're going to have this um, paste.debian.net, the latest one, maybe this one here. Oh, look at that, there's someone in Rescatex doing some stuff here. Do we have someone waiting for us in Rescatex? No, we don't. Well, yes, there was someone. No, but this is 52 minutes ago. Yeah, no. Okay. So, sync T500. I'm working on what the hell is this? Parsing issue, file system check. Oh, so this has failed. Okay. Well, in any case, this is the Grub2 that I wanted to take a look to see what the hell happens with advanced options. But I think it's exactly the same thing. You don't have, yeah, you have this recovery mode. Okay, so we can have a recovery mode, which it is, what's the difference? I don't see any difference. So we've got here this download link, which I'm going to use somewhere. Where the hell was this? So we can download this thing here. Let's say that this is complete grub.csg. Okay, okay, maybe I can read the fact from these guys and see if there's any problem related to promoting YouTube, something like that. Oh my god. Okay, so YouTube, nothing. Why can't I get the answers in A before? Okay. Okay, so here we have the complete Hurd Grub.cft, which I'm going to use to see what the hell is this rescue thing different from. So this recovery mode should have something different than what we had above. I don't know about that. So we've got this multi-boot thing. Oh, -s, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much to it. So we could have two different ones thanks to this, and that's it. So I think it's -s, and that's it. Okay. So just trying to add support, trying to add boot support for new Hurd from Super Grub2 Disk and streaming it live. I think it will be quite straightforward. Did I have any questions and let you know. Okay, so yeah, so we could have this -s thing, and that way we can copy the OS X, which also has this thing about having different options depending on whatever, and that could be nice to have. Okay. Path title. Yeah, I almost forgot about path title. Actually, the React OS one, I'm not sure if it has a path title. Okay, so let's duplicate this thing, even if it has too much stuff in here, but let's try to do that. Maybe we can use something more easy to do. So React OS also has this thing, and we can detect this or not. Yeah, I'm going to use React OS as a base for this. I think it's going to be much easier to work with this. So OS detect Hurd. Okay. Nice. So instead of React OS we have Hurd. Yeah, this is, should we say new Hurd instead of just Hurd? That's very good question, because let's put Hurd for the moment. We will figure out later on what to put here. So React OS Hurd. Okay, nice. Hurd entry. And so this is Hurd. Nice. So free LDR label. Okay, so free the LDR entry and label is label and entry is actually, how do you call this thing here? So entry label. So this is, yeah, Hurd. Wait, didn't this properly? Free LDR entry. This is like Hurd entry. I mean Hurd CMD line, and this thing here should be Hurd CMD line Hurd label. I mean, yeah. So the CMD line is empty, whatever. Yeah. Let's try to do it this way. I think it's going to be much easier. So there's an empty empty CMD line, which also has an empty label, but doesn't matter because we are going to just use this. Nice. And then we should have the recovery thing. Let's see how recovery mode. Okay, so recovery mode is the label which goes on the right, and then what you actually use as a CMD line is -s, which is what I have seen before. That way we are able to do all of this. And I guess that we will have to parse all of this stuff, or maybe we parse it into the Hurd entry add thing. So if the Hurd CMD line is empty, then you do this. Otherwise, you do this thing, which is the recovery one, which we don't have anything else. Nice. So menu entry, Hurd CMD line. Yeah, so Hurd CMD line is number 3. So now we need to work with you know, what's the name, with Hurd booting. Okay, so basically I think we can just remove all of these rehabs. Maybe can be used from a function to find out whatever we need. And so now I should have this draft that I have here from before, which has all of this. Okay, let's add all of this here. Let's try and see how we can work with all of this in a sane way. Okay. So yeah, so the Hurd CMD line goes into wait a moment. So this code here should be used on here, so that we either use one stuff or the other. Wait a moment. Yeah, this menu entry, I should not have used this menu entry thing. No, that's the menu entry. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why this thing was not in the right place in the first place. Anyway, so now what you want to do is take this multiput thing. Okay, so like this, and also like this, and here after an space you've got the Hurd CMD line. Okay, which is -s, and that's how you do it for now. Okay, let's remove React OS stuff from here. Nice. And now we have all of the rest of stuff, which I guess it's the same thing for you know, for one place or the other. Maybe we can take a look. We can try to highlight the entry on the top, which is the normal one, and the entry on the bottom, which is the recovery one. So let me see. Yeah, this module stuff should be exactly the same thing above. Okay, this is the same thing. The task resume thing. Same thing. Next task. Yeah, I mean, it's actually the same code as I had seen just by looking at it. It's just the same code as above. Okay. Yeah, so read only command line, exec whatever, task create, and then the module thing is the same thing. The only change is this one here. So you've got the multiple thing, but once you manage to take the -s into it, it's different stuff. So that's what makes difference. So we can just reuse all of this and we will be fine. Okay, so we have here the Hurd CMD line, which is only one thing that we use when you have stuff to be added at the very end. That way we avoid having problems with spaces or something. Although we could actually, I mean, I don't think that it's a problem for, you know, if it's empty, you just use it empty and that's it. I don't think it's going to be a problem, any of this. So we could maybe just do it away with just multi-boot, but I don't know, because it's rather straightforward that you just add the Hurd CMD line here and that's it. So what is Super Grub2 Disk? Oh my god, they don't know. Well, it's like an advanced Grub2 disk which auto-detects your OS kernels and allows you to boot into them even if you have grub.c deleted or your MBR wiped. So yeah. So what do we need to work with all of this? So first of all, there's this new match GC thing which we should search for and then loop for each one of the found entries. So it's not like this one that you found free LDR free LDR dot sys and so on. So free LDR.sys. So we might probably just use the entry for Linux for this part. I'm going to open it on the top. OS detect Linux. Or maybe there's something much more easier than this, because Linux is kind of not easy, but okay, but this is the idea for file in whatever. So let's try to do this thing here. Okay, so we would just use this thing here. Let's take a look. What's the okay, so this is the file that we're looking for. Okay, so for file in device and then this thing here. Okay, do whatever you want to do, which is test the actual file here. Test file, then do whatever you need, and this is supposed to be, where the hell do I, so this test file was here, so this done should be here. So basically we do like this. Is this an exclusive device OS? Yes, it is. There's no need to have something else in this partition, if you ask me. So So in theory we should say we should just use asterisk here, isn't it? So we say like this, okay? And so what we actually do here on, okay, take a look at this. So much regex for this thing here. So we have the kernel file, which, yeah. So we should have inspot regex, which we don't have right now. So let me try to fix that. So inspot regex, so that we can do some regex down there. Pretty cool, yeah. So once you end the loop here, wait a moment, where the hell do I? Yeah, once this loop is ended, you don't want this anymore. So you load the module. Okay, and I think I have missed to get the right highlight here. Bash new code. So we need to pass the kernel thing, the kernel name into this, so that you can have it on, I mean not the kernel but the new match thing. And actually I'm not sure if we have more stuff here. Let's take a look. So this thing here, and then yes, there are files, but we don't have any version there, so we should be quite fine with that. So file, we want, so wait a moment. So you've got this file here, and then you've got the expression, which is rather complex, and then you've got the kernel file. So that's what we want to have here, the kernel file. So I mean, it's not going to be as much difficult as this is. So this was done before calling this. So I mean, I have said that this was going to be straightforward, but I'm not sure. Yeah, no comments on YouTube. So first of all, we want the kernel regex thing, which is going to be whatever we want it to be. So there's this device thing. Let me just copy and paste everything here, so that it's much easier to work with. Have I managed to add? Yeah. Okay, so device, it's going to be again the device without anything in it. So we've got this parenthesis thing. Then after that you've got, so device, is the first one. Wait. Yeah, anyway, so device, then you've got the boot, which is always the same thing. So we should be able to just say boot here. No need to put parentheses anywhere. And this is not being Linux. This is this Mac stuff. So this is new Mac. New Mac. Yeah, new Mac thing, which we don't need to do anything else with it. Then this thing. And the version is, wait, we want the version, yeah, so we have the version. Do we want the version for anything? Oh, we can extract it and then later on we can see what we do with it, isn't it? Unless this is not a Hurd version, this is a new Mac version. So .gz. Okay, so we've got in one place we've got this device which we are not using. We've got the version, and now we are going to have the file. The kernel file. Wait a moment. So the kernel file, so it's kernel here. It's kernel. So it's everything, isn't it? It's kernel. So what we want as a kernel file is this thing here, from here to here. So in theory we should be able to do the same thing as we have here, but with whatever we are doing now in Hurd. So I don't know. So the first one is the kernel file and the second one is the version, I think. So we would be something like that. So this is the kernel rex thing. Okay. And then the file that we are looking at is actually this file here. So once we have that, what we do in Linux entry add is that we also add the kernel file and the version, because why wouldn't you do that? So the kernel file and the version. Okay. That's it. Yeah, so now once we let's suppose that this is well written, because I'm not sure about this, but let's take a look at what we do here. Wait, sorry. So if I open on the top OS detect Hurd, okay, and I take a look at this thing here, now we have changed what we receive here. So here we have the kernel is the second parameter, so not the kernel, but wait a minute, this is a new Mac file, so let's call this new Mac file, so that, I mean, it's sort of a kernel, but it's not a kernel because it's a microkernel, and I don't want discussions about this. So this is new Mac, and that's it. So this thing here is the new Mac, thing. Okay, and then you've got the version, which is number 3. So the Hurd CMD line becomes number 4, and this becomes number 5. Nice. Yeah, that's it. So this is what we need so far. Okay. So first of all, let's work with the new Mac thing. So this is going to be here, new Mac. This is what it is. So let's just use new Mac, and that's it. You know what I mean? New Mac. What else do we have to change here? So you can have the version here about the new Mac thing. Just saying. So this is the version, is version. I mean, maybe it's not new Mac. Yeah, how do you? I'm not sure I can read a file and get the version and whatever. Yeah. Maybe I should search for Hurd version thing. How to get the new Hurd version. Version 03. I mean, actually, this complete Hurd thing should have a title or something, isn't it? Let me see. Debian new Hurd. There's no version, there's no anything. Oh my god. So maybe there's no need to put a version here. But yeah, so this is new Mac version, which I don't know, you know, is this something that you want to have here with new Mac this thing? Is this with capital letters? How do you call this thing? Let's take a look at new Mac thing. New Mac. Yeah, do we have something? New Mac, okay. Why the hell can't I copy this? I thought that this was a free site or something. That's interesting. With new Mac, whatever, okay. Yeah, maybe we can put something like parentheses and that's it. You know what I mean? Let's put this like this because you have another variable that whatever. Okay, we are good to go with all of this, I guess. New Mac version, CMD line is the right place. Okay. So one thing that we have here is this HD0, which is very nice. It's whatever group it uses as a hard disk, I think. Okay. So how the hell do you deal with this? I think that there is a tools thing that gives you the hard disk from you know, from a device. So we should have str contains with platform search device. We should have one of these, get device. So this removes the parentheses, base name. Okay, this gives us this thing, and this save into variable. Nice. So there's nothing about this. Are you sure about that? I mean, why would you want to take the hard disk? Also, is there a hard disk, current hard disk thing? I don't know. Yeah, so maybe there's no I mean, maybe it's not worth making a global function for this. So we can say like get a hard disk. So let's take a look at this one that removes parentheses. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it here, but you know, Hurd get hard disk. So saves into the associate hard disk. Input example hd0 ms-1, and the output is this one here. So it's just a matter of making a regex here, and that's it. So, by the way, this is not like I like it. How would you do this? We don't have parentheses, so there's no need to put any parentheses for now. And so let's write down some stuff here. So basically what we want is something like this, and then having this other thing like this, so that yeah, so this is what goes into number one, because it's the only one that we have there. Is the first one, so that's what you've got there. But if you don't have anything, you should be able to have, I mean, but you're not going to have anything like this. So save into one, the two. So this should be something like, where the hell do we do this? So it's like device. So this is set, I mean, this is hard disk. And you want here the device like this. So this is going to be defined, which I'm going to be using here, Hurd hard disk. Okay, and now we should be able to think about the partition, which it's going to be not as easy as it has been before. So get partition. Associate Hurd partition number. So basically the output here is 1. So we've got anything, then a comma, then anything, then some numbers, and those numbers are 0 to 9, which we need at least one of them, so it's like this. So the numbers should be this thing here, and then you put it here. So this is get partition number, let's call it like that. So this thing here, I mean, let's see how we do this. So we are going to also have the device, and so the variable, it's going to be Hurd partition number thing, and we're going to get the device here. Look at that. So now Hurd partition number should be used on here, which is number 2 partition, and that's it. That's it. Wait, this boot new Mac thing, yeah, we've got the same thing on the very same places. Hurd. Okay, I think we are done, and we should be able to test this. So let me check what else we are missing here. So here we have the React OS support. So in addition to this file, we want this to be on the main menu, on everything, and OS detect. So let's do it. So everything. Everything. So Hurd. Do we do the label new Hurd? Do we do Hurd? I mean, yeah, we should do Hurd. Where's the thing? Yeah, let's just detect this latest one. Why not? I mean, so this is everything. The other one that we want to modify is main.cft. So and v8 so we can copy this one here so that we have the same order. So this is going to be Hurd. Oh, damn it, we don't want to end the stream here now that we are onto something. So the next one should be React OS, sorry, not React OS, should be OS detect. Maybe it's around here. Yes, OS detect, and OS detect should have the same order as we have here, so it's just after Hurd here, so we are fine. And I think that's it. Okay, so now hit the status. Let's add everything and menus, std, os detect, Hurd. So this is what the commit is all about, okay? So we've got the Hurd at the very end, then we've got the Hurd alphabetical order, os detect, I mean operating system. Hurd, is it Hurd an operating system or is it something else? Wait a moment, we have some spaces there which we don't want, isn't it? Why would you want those spaces, those nasty spaces there? Let's try to fix that. Damn it. Where are you? Here you are. So yeah, some space here, another one here. Yeah, Super Grub from external media. Well, as detect. Yeah. Yeah, right. For unwiping partition tables, there's a gpart, not equal the same thing as gparted. So OS detect Hurd, and then this thing here, Hurd, and yeah, that's what it is. So add it, Hurd boot support, and so this should be fixing this issue here. Fixes. So what should I I name the boot entry? Hurd, Mac, new Hurd, new. For now it's just Hurd because I didn't prefix the Linux one with new Linux because if std if a kernel an init is found, it does not imply that the rest of the system might have GNU, but in the case of Hurd, is highly unlikely, isn't it? Unlikely, isn't it? Hopefully I'm not opening a can of worms here. Worms. What do you call the little guys? Damn it. Oh, with an O. Oh, look at that. They knew that they meant this thing here. Okay, let's see how they react to my question. So, so now we should be able to reset. What's the dev7? Yeah, so we should be able to reset this. Just build this thing here. So now we should be able to boot into Super Grub2 Disk. So this is number 2. This is group. So this is you know, this is missing the image partition table. No, no. Fortunately, it cannot. The most similar thing for that use case would be rescatex, but you would be using you would be using gpod on the CLI on your own, as you would be able to do in any new Linux ICD. Okay, so so I want to load this one here because it can boot Hurd, but I'm not sure that it has the wait a moment. Okay, so BIOS dev Hurd. I'm not sure this has Super Grub2 Disk on it, but now we are going to add it. So it's the QEMU image is the third one, isn't it? QEMU image is this one here. Yeah, that's it. So it's the third one, index 3. I should be using this thing here, and hopefully we can use everything in one go. So we want this with boot menu on. So wait a moment. Yeah, so this is new Hurd, but if we take a look at here, we should have this second thing, which is what's the name? Which is Super Grub2 Disk, and if we zoom to fit, now we should have the new Hurd stuff here. Look at that, Hurd. I mean, I'm not sure it's going to work Although maybe we should just try to boot normally and see that it works, and that's it. Oh, look at that, it has worked somehow. I mean, yeah, there's this 1.8 slash something. Let's just boot as a normal. So let's boot from the first hard disk. Let's just press enter and do its thing. Okay, so this is going to missing partition, damage the partition table. I mean, missing partition table. Yeah, so the usual use case is Windows installation, which in all BIOS removes Grub from Windows installation, in which include from via boot Hurd, lets you boot either by your systemscript.cfg or by finding your kernel plus init.rd, and now also a new Mac for Hurd. And now, okay, so soon to fit thing. Let's press some enter so that we don't have that thing that it's not so good. So root. So this is working. So hopefully reboot, it's the right thing to do. Can shift of once. Okay, so press ask. Well, yes, there's this ISOs partition where you can put some ISOs which can be loop bodied. If the ISO supports it. But if you want to repair, but the main purpose of HDD is to boot onto your system. If you want to go the repair route, well, I have Rescatux for that with a nice UI for device. I mean, if you think there's an use case that I could add for ResCap, the Rescatux Rescue GUI, go ahead and open an issue, or maybe send it to the mailing list. Could be useful for Hurd. Wait a minute. So I'm writing in the chat, the Hurd chat. Apparently, there's some nice guy that already knows about Super Grub2 Disk, so it's nice. Okay, so now we are booting in a virtual machine that let us to boot Hurd properly, and now we're going to boot into Super Grub2 Disk. Okay, let's do this zoom to fit thing so that we can see more stuff. Now let's try to boot from Super Grub2 Disk onto Hurd to see if it works properly. So this is going into all of the hard disks, and here you are. So you've got X2, okay. You've got Hurd. Let's see how it looks like. So yeah, you've got all of this stuff, which I don't know. I mean, if we don't test it, we're not going to be able to see. And then recovery, yeah, recovery mode's the same thing with an S. Oh, look at that. You need to load the kernel first. File, boot, new Mac, whatever not found. What? What are you telling to me? We are supposed to be in the device. Let's do it again. Let's write this down. Yeah. Let me write it down in another screen so that I can read. So the file that it does not found is /boot /new Mac /gc. That's interesting. Why wouldn't you find it? So why wouldn't you find this thing here? So in theory, this is on HD1 MS-DOS2, which is that right? Yes, I guess so, because this is BIOS, so the first one to boot is HD0 and so on. So so HD0, sorry, HD0 MS, wait, MS-DOS2, yeah, okay, so damn it, so Hurd, oh, there are two slashes. Maybe the slashes thing, it's what's making this more complex than it should be. So what the hell do we have on HD1 SM-DOS2? Okay, we have partition, and inside of it we have this thing that also has this new Mac 1.8/486 GC. What? I don't understand. This is exactly so, unless you are supposed to be using the full you know, usually you should be fine if you don't put the full path. So I'm not sure what's going on here. So React OS Where the hell is it? Is Riyadh OS. Riyadh OS also had multi-boot with slash, and there wasn't a problem for finding stuff because I mean set root. Have we missed set root somewhere? Yes, we have. Yeah, okay. That's why. Let's set root. Yeah, that's right. We have missed set root here. I mean, we put it everywhere. So the second one is root, which is the device. Yeah, that's it. So let me fix this. So it was very small mistake. So hit add. Now we can reset this. I mean, have I done the amend? No, I haven't. I'm much faster. My mind is much faster than the commands that I type. Okay, so let's close this thing. And now, once this is, oh, look at that. Host doesn't support whatever. I mean, I don't care. Just try to do whatever you can with this, and that's it. So press ESC. So let me boot into number 2, which is Super Grub2 Disk. Let's fit. So now boot manually Hurd. Should have a nice entry. And we will see what happens with this thing that you're supposed to be loading the file system again and again. Okay, so now we have set root. Let's see if I have to load anything else or not. Let's boot. Loading the Hurd. Okay. Oh, look at that. Model 0, Model 1. I didn't see that before. Model kernel command line. Okay. Oh, look at that. Invalid arguments. So yeah, look at that. Here we have, where the hell is this? Do we have a CMD line somewhere that I'm missing here? Yeah, so the partition, we haven't done this. Look at that. Here it is. Pod device thing ls, and this is from somewhere else. So this device thing, it's only here, isn't it? Yeah. Device master port. Is this something that it's used somewhere else? No. Okay, so hot partition number. What are we going to do with this? So this is a function. Let's fire up regex thing to see how we fix this. Okay, so now regex 101. Is it like that? Yeah, yes it is. So probably this is the one I'm looking for, and so this thing here, when you put this thing here, let's see what happens. 1 second please. This is the regular expression, and then I want to do something like this. So match 1 MS-DOS something. What? the MS-DOS. I mean, no. Match 1. Group 1, empty string. Yeah, that's we want the empty string to have something here. I mean, I don't know if I know how to do this. Let's say that if I do something like this, is this something that you know, can I put any number and match 1? So what about the whole expression? So this is group 1, okay. So if I put any letter, there's no, I mean, yeah, you've got the match many places. Yeah, so this is number. So why the hell it isn't finding this thing as a number? First computing group. Should we do something like this has to be whatever? Is that the name? Non-greedy thing. As for you. I don't know why is this anything. So commas, anything. So now, yes, now we have the group properly done. I mean, I don't want to write all of the partition types. Okay. This is not, maybe like this. Oh, I mean this one here. Second group is empty. Why is that? That's something that I don't understand. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I can have something like this and then something like this. Damn it. Parse group partition. Group how to list partitions. Yeah, I mean, there might be someone that has done this with the comma thing. Parse Group.h menu gsub class. Oh my god, why is this so much complex? So this is an AWK that something. Huh. I don't know. I mean, this thing should be much easier. So let's start again. So let's suppose that we have this HD0 MS-DOS2 thing, okay, and here's the code that I want to have. and my grouping thing is number 2. So now this is working as expected. Okay, so now I'm going to say that this is any number from 0 to 9. It works as expected, or anything. So now I can have any of this, and this works as expected. So what the hell happens if I use this thing here? We fuck up. Even if we do like this, we fuck up because you've got numbers. So what you actually want is a regular expression that has no numbers in it. So it will be something like a negative expression of you know, anything which is not 0, 9 repeated many times. Can we maybe like this? We can group stuff. I'm not sure about this. Okay, one match, 12 steps. Oh my god, have we done something or not? So any character which is not 0, 9, let's see, any character which is not 0, 9, yeah, this is not it. How do you do negative thing? Wait a minute. Negative negation of. Seriously? I mean, it's not a negative, but should I use something different? Or what? Start of a string. Yeah, I don't want that. I want the not. I want the not. A character not in the. Yeah, that's what I want. So so apparently you need to put this in here. Okay, so then you want any character that it's in here, and so wow, then you want anything in a comma. So what I actually want to have here is this thing here, and here you are. It wasn't so much, it wasn't as difficult as this. So let me copy this, and so now we've got it. This is what, this is the number that we are looking for to be saved. So let's add this command, amend, reset, rebuild. Let's close, wait, yeah, let's close this thing. It hasn't been able to boot, so it doesn't matter too much. Hub 0 is not okay. Let's do it. So press ESC, press number 2, boot manually, Hurd. Let's make this sum to fit so that it's better to see all of this. So now Hurd with GNU Max, whatever. Let's do this. So it's 486. It's not even Pentium 1. It's what's before Pentium? It's 486. 486. Wait a moment. Okay, look at that. Now we have part 2 device HC1. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. Multi-boot command line root equals this thing. Huh. So if I boot from a BIOS, its group device is AC0 and the Hurd device is HT1. So I put ST1 as the Hurd device, but Hurd apparently uses its own naming scheme and not the same as group based on BIOS boot order. That's concerning. So how the hell are we going to fix this? So in theory you should be able to say that this is number 2 and that this is HD0 and it should boot, isn't it? So F10. Let's see if it boots or not. Yeah, it boots. I mean, let's wait a bit, but it boots. I guess I cannot pass file system UUID as the root file system. Because Debian's group, the Debian new Hurd generated image. I don't have it. Or can I? Okay, yeah, that's it. I mean, how I'm supposed to be? Yeah, be it. How am I supposed to be using this if it's not properly done? Unless you boot something that gives you the order. I mean, how do I know that it's the first hard disk or whatever? I mean, I should prompt the user for which hard disk number it is, or what? I mean, it makes no sense to me. If I don't have an automatic way of passing a file system proper identification to the kernel, to the micro kernel, I will have to ask the user to choose one of the different disks that Grub has, so that it can try that, let's say, randomly. Okay. Live chat, nobody. It's interesting, you heard. But in any case, we have managed to boot into Hurd. I mean, the only thing that needs to be fixed is the hard disk name, but other than that, we are fine with it. So, I don't know, I mean, let's sum to fit here. Other than that, it's rather nice. The only thing that I have not tested is this thumb fit. It's this you know, testing what happens the rest of and everything and so on. So maybe recovery mode, and I can say that the hard disk is not HD. So partition number is number 2. That's going to work properly, but the device is HD0 instead. So F10, and this should put in recovery mode or something like that, which I have no idea which you know, what's the difference. I mean, you can always put Grub2 you know what I mean, but I mean, that's very easy to do. There's nothing special about it, although if you do so, it's not going to boot because it has the fucking HD0 in it. Even worse, if you config file your internal Grub2 you won't be able to boot into Hurd unless I map that the specific device to HD0, but then I would need to create a new option just for that. Oh my god. Okay, so look at that. Enter for maintenance 2004 H root Debian. What the hell? Oh, apparently, I mean, I have written reboot, and yeah, maybe this works with serial, or maybe, I don't know. this recovery thing, it's too much advanced for me. Okay, let's test this config file thing. I want to show it to you. So if we would manually and we say, okay, let's config file these Grub2 configuration files so that you can boot into whatever. So as we only have the Hurd hard disk, we should only have one of them. But this inside has HD0, which is the Super Grub2 disk. So this is going to fail miserably. So if you do enter, this is going to fail. Wait. I mean, it should fail at the what's the name? Wait a minute. HD0S2. Why isn't this failing? Wait a minute. Let's wait a bit, because here you have HD0S2. Do I have some mapping here so that everything goes from HD0 and I'm not aware of it? So this is group detect, I think, the one that config files stuff here. No, it's group detect, it's CFG detect. Okay. Root config file. So the root is the CFG device, and then you config file whatever it is, or you do like this, you config file. Wait a minute, there's something wrong with all of this. I mean, why this should work on the first place? So HD0S2. Okay, so let's go to number 2. Let's go to boot manually group.cfg group2 configuration files. So here, if you take a look at HD1, HD1 has Hurd. But what happens here? What's it inside? Okay, so set root search hint BIOS HD49 hint bare metal ATA. Yeah, I mean, oh, so you can find this because you've got the hint on how the file system it is, but then it just uses part 2 device HD0. So this is going to work always regarding Hurd, because it has the right values and it can find sorry, config file of your internal or put in works perfectly. Yeah, okay, so yeah. MS-DOS. Wait a minute, unless the UID... No, I mean, the kernel is found properly, so we don't care about the root. What we care here is not about this root. We care about the whatever we pass to new Mac as the file system. So yeah, that's concerning. Yeah, that's concerning. So unless there's something wrong, not documented on how Hurd works. Okay, so new Hurd UID support file system UID POCO. What the hell is POCO? New Hurd file system UID. Find all real lib store. Okay, so there's this IRC stuff that PH coder. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, this is the Grub2 guy. Which, so he's here also. No, he's not here right now, but he was now. Okay, so lib store is used to provide the generic interface to access data, read bar, backend store, HDC, new mic devices. Oh, and the base node. Labels the stores being subscribed, copy card, remap for the crypto store, package, RAM disk, set translator. Yeah, this is the translator stuff from TMP translator. Okay, mobile store code. Is it possible to specify Hurd root by something else than device name? File system UID? I do not believe so. Wait, yeah, this is the group guy, so that the documentation is properly done, and then Taithun says that I do not believe so. Let's write this down and end the stream here, because I'm not sure about this. So where the hell is the 2014 something notes? Here it is. So yeah, let's copy and paste. And you don't want to put this from or can I? Let's wait for the RC answer. Yeah, I mean, and And then there's this thing here, which is if I don't have an automatic way of passing a file system proper identification to the microkernel, I will have to ask the user to choose one of the different hard disks that group has, so that you can try that. Let's say randomly. And I don't know if I want to implement that, but that might be the only way of doing that. And that pisses me off, because this was nice, but now this is not nice. Even so, this get partition number is okay, but this get hard disk is like if you want to highlight one of the entries, but doesn't matter too much. So unless, wait a moment, we can do -1. Export. Wait a minute. We can do -1, and that would do it. Because this is BIOS, and BIOS, all the BIOS do the same thing. Yeah. Wait a moment. So we need to get the hard disk. So the hard disk name, whatever. Yeah, so it's HD. So we need to get the number, get less. Oh my god. So something which is no number, then get the number, and okay, let's try and see how we can put all of this. So it's something like this equals whatever. So let me see. Original hard disk. Wait. We don't want to do this today because it's late. Big idea. We will convert HD1 to HD0. We will convert HD1 to HD0. That's it. Bin. HD5 to HD4 and so on. I mean, if you have a BIOS that doesn't have this, I mean, okay. My latest workaround. So I have thought about the workaround, as this is supposed to be booted only from BIOS. At least I suspect there is not an UEFI boot. Well, I will convert HD1 onto minus, which I will subtract on whatever, subtract one on whatever hard disk is detected, so that HD1 becomes HD0, HD3 becomes HD2, and so on. So that's it. Yeah, that's what we are going for the next day. So that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Bye.